welcome. My name's Blaine. This is my wife, Charisse.
Hello, and we are here to do a review on our Itasca Navion.
Here we go. Wanted to put together a video of our Winnebago View or Itasca Navion. Technically, we have the Itasca Navion. Not to view, but wanted to put together a little bit of a user end review. Not necessarily a dealer. Through all the reviews that I see on different motorhomes and travel trailers and things like that, they seem to be, a lot of them are dealer promoted. And I wanted to put something together for an end user. And we've had this now for over a year. And we've had some other travel trailers, campers, things of that nature, tents. And we wanted to put together a review of this Itasca Navion that we have. It is the 24K, I believe, is the floor model of the unit. And we bought our first motorhome in 2007, right?
Yes. A
32-foot travel trailer. And I had a diesel truck at that point in time, 32-foot travel trailer. It was big. It was big. Yeah. It was a big rig.
And it was not a travel light, so it was heavy and thick, and it was well built and well made. It was a Keystone product. It was a very nice travel trailer.
Montana Mountaineer edition, I believe. We
had a baby. He was 4 months old, so it had to be 2 bedrooms, and we just needed all this space. Mm-hmm. We thought.
Yeah, we thought.
And we filled it up. That was not a problem.
Yeah, you always fill up the space you have. So
right.
That's another video, another time.
Sure.
But yeah, so we started off with that, and then we sold that. A few years later, we
had another son.
We bought another smaller travel trailer, a 25 foot travel trailer, and that we had for a few years. It was a hybrid model.
Yes.
And then after that...
wait a second. Okay. Can I back you up?
Sure.
The hybrid, I loved it. It was a Jayco Baja, and the unit itself where you camped was... How big was the box? I
think it was a 19-foot box, actual camper, and then it had the pop-out hybrid.
So we had a 19-foot camper, and the bedrooms just popped out. There was 2 beds that popped out. So we went from a 32-foot travel trailer with 2 bedrooms to a hybrid with 2 pop-outs. It was amazing. I love that camper.
It was nice. It suited our needs well. We bought it for, I think, $8,000. We used it for like 2 or 3 years. We sold it for $8,000. I mean, it was a no-brainer. Put little to no money into it, and it was good. It was a good experience for us. It was a little bit of an adjustment, but it was a good adjustment. And then we bought after that, we bought a 28-foot travel trailer again. And then after our 28-foot travel trailer, we bought a 32-foot, I think it was a 32 or 34-foot Class A motorhome. And we had that Class A motorhome for another couple years or a year or so. Yeah. All these campers we've had, or RVs or whatever, we've had for a couple years, it seems.
But our hodgepodge of travel trailers to Class A's to Class whatevers, it helped us prioritize what was important to our family and what wasn't important to our family. And now I think my husband and I can agree we found the perfect fit through trial and error. So please be be wise and learn from our experiences. Yeah,
learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And lots of tens of thousands of dollars.
Yes. This is for you, YouTube. Please, it will help me feel better about myself if somebody learns from our mistakes.
That's right.
But we decided that through our camping experiences, we found what best meets our needs as a growing family. Yeah,
and we do have, and the people that camp in this typically are 2 adults and 2 children. We have 2 boys. They are now 12 and 11. And
our dog.
And our dog, Rusty, who is a miniature Labradoodle, weighs about 20 pounds. And so that is the core group in this camper. And we'll kind of walk you through our floor plan, kind of show you what we do as a family, how we operate. And sometimes it's not super comfortable because it's small, but it works well. And what we found was, like Charisse was saying, through our trial and errors of all these other types of camping that we've done, for our RV and road trips, traveling our lifestyle and how we like to travel, the best.
Yes, because in this model size, I'm very comfortable with driving it. So for one time, I'm actually, for once, I'm able to help my husband travel and drive, and I can take turns driving. I know with the trucks and the trailers and the Class A, there was no way I would even consider it because I just knew everything would be in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do that. But this is, I like to drive this. This is fun.
It's just a totally different driving experience.
Yeah.
You actually, for me, I am used to driving some trucks and things like that. So for me, it was such an easy transition. It's almost like just driving a van.
Right.
With the Class A RV, you're constantly just driving it. You're really looking to get into a gas station. How can I get around? There's a lot of pre-thought to all the traveling, and it's almost it's a job instead of enjoyment. For us to transition out of this, I believe we're both in agreement. We would just buy another one. We would just buy a new one or a slightly used one, maybe a couple years old, because it just fits us. It suits us. Like I said, like we talked about the driving, all of that kind of stuff, just how it works for our family. It's just great. It's easy to get in and out places. There's no restrictions for campgrounds. We can take it on off-road. I won't say off-road like four-wheel drive type two-track trails.
But we've done it.
Yeah, we've been out and about.
Yeah.
So
and we love to drive. So having a travel unit like this where you can drive and still all be together is really nice. I really like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there and things on pros and cons on travel trailer versus Class A, Class C, things of that nature. And they do have pros and cons because we don't have a vehicle when we set up. So when we do want to tear down the coffee pots and rearrange our beds a little bit, it is 10 minutes for us to 15 minutes for us to unhook and go somewhere.
But that's worth it to us because we like the freedom of the other aspects of it.
That's right. It is. It's one package. Everything is within one package, and that is what it is. Because if we go on daily little hikes and excursions and going to swimming holes or fishing spots or things like that we like to do, we can just take this, and then we have a bathroom with us, we have a shower with us, we have a refrigerator with us. We don't have to say, all right, well, let's transition into a truck. Oh, but don't forget your swimming trunks, and don't forget your towel, and don't forget your sunscreen. Don't forget everything that you need that we already have in here. So that's one of the reasons, too, that it just seems like it's less work. It's less of a job. It's more enjoyable than having two separate vehicles. And we enjoyed our travel trailer. There's nothing wrong with travel trailers at all. And there is pros to that. I feel like you're a little safer in a travel trailer.
Because you're in your vehicle with airbags and seatbelts and such like that.
Yeah, no flying objects all around that could hit you in an accident. Thank God we've never been in an accident, but
yes, thank Jesus.
But so what we'll do now is we will walk you through some of the outside or some of the inside stuff, and then we'll walk you through some of the outside stuff, just to give you a look at what it is.
But stay tuned because I'm sure you'll get to see Rusty.
Yes, our dog. You will get to see Rusty.
Yes.
He's my wife's probably first love. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
This is a 2011, so it's a little bit dated, but I don't think that they've changed much. 2018 they did. I know some of their floor plans changed here or there, but they're basically the same since the inception. With every year it's a little bit more bells and whistles. I think they did change chassis at some point, and they just released a new chassis for the starting of 2020, I believe. So 2020 forward, there is going to be like the third generation of the Mercedes chassis. So this is the front of the cab, pretty simple, automatic transmission. Whenever you sit in here, it's basically like driving a van, like we talked about. These seats, both these seats do swivel around to add just that much more space in the front cab. There is no table that sits here, and I can kind of demo that right now. I'll just spin one around quick so you guys can see how it works. Maybe. There that goes. I'll slide this forward. So there you have it. goes, rather quickly and painlessly, but it does just give you another sitting area because it's such a small coach. But given the fact that this floor plan does not have a designated bedroom, it makes the coach feel like it's huge. This coach actually feels like it's bigger than our 32-footer because of there's no bedroom. So this is the top bed here. This is where the kids usually hang out and sleep. They usually put the ladder up over here. There is a ladder. This does flip up and get out of the way for easier access, easier headroom, and just comes down at night. We usually throw a sheet on there, a couple pillows. They're good to go. This couch folds down. It just jackknifes down. You just lift here, boom. Couch goes down into a bed. That makes it nice. That's where Charisse typically sleeps at. There isn't necessarily, sometimes we sleep there together, sometimes we don't. But if we want a good night's sleep, we will probably make up 2 beds because it just gives us more elbow room, and it really only takes us 10 minutes, at night to set up. It's just one of those things where we don't have a bedroom, a designated bedroom, but we find that the other features like we were talking about, it's worth it. The drivability, the compactness. So the dinette crashes down, it just flips up, boom, crashes down. They fold into a decent bed for me. Now, I had to buy, it's kind of hard, the mattress here. If it's a 1 or 2 nights, I don't worry too much about it, but if we're going for a week or 2 weeks or even 3 weeks at a time, I like to bring along an additional air mattress, which I'm going to probably do a review on that specific air mattress. It's an X-Bed air mattress, the Mat 10 Duo or Duo Mat, I forget what it is, but I want to do a review on that because that thing is amazing. Amazing. Super comfortable. Most comfortable air mattress I was ever on, and it fits here like a glove. It doesn't overextend. It's not too big, too long, so that does great. So other than that, TV, good storage up above. We keep some towels and stuff here. This is like my little closet area that I use. And then there's a coffee machine, coffee, have to have that. There's some storage here as far as some pull-out drawers, decks of cards, things like that in there. And then I'm going to turn the camera over once we hit the kitchen to my wife, or she's going to do it, the review on the kitchen, because she was a little skeptical about the kitchen, how big it was, the layout, oven, stuff like that. So I'm going to let her take over from here back.
Okay. So coming from our travel trailers, even our Class A to this Class C, I was a little apprehensive because a kitchen is very, very important to me. Now, my husband and I, our camping is weekend fun here or there, but we go out sometimes for weeks at a time. So I like to cook, and I like everything to be organic, and I have issues like that. So I like to be able to stuff my refrigerator with the stuff that I like, and I needed an oven because I don't use a microwave. And this Class C only has the convection oven in the microwave. So it was very difficult for me to be coaxed into one. My husband he knows that I probably worry too much. So anyhow, we made provisions with crock pots and other things, and it turned out that this works out just fine, and I just need to let loose a little bit. So the kitchen in this unit is it's smaller than what I'm used to, but it's very efficient, and it's all that I really need, actually. So sometimes we can set the coffee pot up here. I have 2 burners here, which are it's better than not having any. So we make do with it. And the sink, it's a deep sink. We just make the best of it, because whenever you are trying to see what fits best in your realm of camping, you have to pick and choose, and you have to do without some things. And actually, now that I have been doing with this kitchen, it's it's nice. It works fine. I was just worried for nothing. You get one pan that can do many different purposes instead of having an omelet pan and then a sauté pan. We just kind of made the best choice with one pan to do different varieties, and it worked for us. And next we're going to go into the bathroom. Now this is a small bathroom, but it's very functional and it's really all that we need. So I guess I'll let the cameraman get in there and film around.
Yeah, I'll just kind of do a little bit of an overview here of the bathroom. It's small, I mean, but it gives you everything you need. Right here is our sink. Right there is the toilet. And here is our shower.
And the shower curtain is very
and
nice.
It's actually, it is. And actually the shower is plenty big enough.
Let me open the wardrobe. The wardrobe is nice. It goes back in, and like I said, we're methodical with our stuff. So we put in extra storage bins, and we have my personal items go in there. So you know, I know that they're my socks and they're my shorts, and then we hang our stuff, and it goes back. And we have a certain size coat hanger that works great in there, and we just are. We don't take everything we think we're going to need. We take what we know we'll need. Well, this pretty much wraps up the inside tour of our Navion. We are going to head outside and show you around the outside of it.
We're back. So we told you we'd introduce you to Rusty. I don't think we're going to introduce you to our kids, though. Now, we may introduce you to them, too. But this is Rusty. He is our travel companion, my wife's first love, and he is kind of like a boy's bear. He just is a lap dog. He's awesome. He has a little bit of lab in him, 3 parts poodle, and he's just cool. So we like traveling with Rusty. So one of the things that I personally really like about a Class C is the fact that there's 3 points of entry and exit in and out of our camper. Whenever we had the Class A, there's one. There's one door to come in and out of that everybody has to leave from and come back into. And you have to crawl through the RV to get to your driver's seat. Whenever we stop at a gas station or something like that, it's easy for me to stop, pop out the side door, fill up, and get back in and leave. I don't have to go out and around or through, and if the kids are getting their shoes on and kind of clogging up the exit, it just doesn't matter. So that's one of the things that I really like, is the fact that there's 3 ways in and out of these coaches. And that goes for all Class Cs. It's not just the Itasca or the Views. It's all of them. So just keep that in mind. If you're thinking about a Class A, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with Class A's. I know a lot of people wouldn't even think about getting something like this. But just keep in mind that there's 1 point of entry in and out of that coach, typically. So I like 3 myself. My wife can exit, I can exit, the boys can take their time getting out, or if they're putting on shoes and things of that nature, they come in and out there. If my wife wants to take the dog out while I just hopped out for fuel, it's no problem. So that's a big key feature for me. Slides are nice, of course. It does have a slide. This particular model has a slide where it's basically the living room and the kitchen, or couch and kitchen slide out. And storage on the outsides, I'll kind of walk you around here and talk about the storage around the outside. It's not a lot. It's not like a Class A is. The Class A we had tons and tons of storage underneath. We were able to pack, nice sized grills and plenty of suitcases and luggage and fishing stuff and our backpacks and things of that nature. And we can still pack those things, but we just have to be very choosy about what we bring and what we don't bring. Again, driving this coach, piece of cake, super easy. I think they're like 7 or 7.5 foot wide, so they're not real wide, so that makes it nice. Like I said, storage, there is one decent size underbelly cabinet right here. There's another one here that gives us access to a little storage compartment, and then there's that's where the water and sewer and things of that nature hookups are. Around the front, there's a nice little step piece there that you can just step up on the bumper, wash your window. That makes it nice, easy access. Sorry it's not clean. We did not clean it before we did this review. There's another decent sized storage area back here towards the back, and then we have another storage area here, and then up here is one as well. So not a ton of outside storage, but you just trim down to the basics, and overall it makes the journey in my mind a little bit more enjoyable. All right, guys, welcome back. Few things before we wrap up this video. Just wanted to put out there, I think my wife would agree with the two things that if and when we decide to upgrade or move on from this coach, I think that we're going to buy another either Winnebago View or Itasca Navion. I think that's going to happen. But I also believe there's two things that I miss or I wish we had in this. And that is, first of all, full paint. I like a full paint RV.
They look nice.
I think they just hold, you know, the stickers and stuff, they just hold, it just looks better for longer. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. And then for this particular unit, I would want a diesel generator. Mm. The reason I would want a diesel generator, how about it? And she's shaking her head yes, because we've ran into many situations, not like once or twice, but there's been many times where we frequent Florida or southern states. Mm-hmm. We frequent the South some, and we want to run our air conditioning for different reasons. Maybe the dog's in here and we want to run our generator. Maybe we're just in a hot environment and the coach AC can't keep up. So we want to run our generator and run our air conditioner. Well, this only has, I think, a 30-pound propane bottle to run the coach. So that's not a lot. So I just wish we had a diesel generator. Having a diesel generator, it's so much easier to come across diesel fuel.
It's inconvenient to get our propane bottle filled because there's not a lot of places that do it. And then whenever, for example, we were in Key West, we had 9 people in here. We were celebrating my 40th. I know you're not going to believe that I am 40, but I turned 40. And we had 9 of us in here. And whenever we would get propane, we'd all have to evacuate the camper to get propane. And that's fine. That's what they do. They're trying to keep us safe. I get it. It makes sense. But it was just another inconvenience that we, if we had a diesel generator, we wouldn't have to, go find every U-Haul station on the eastern seaboard to find propane. Yeah,
that's right. Or late at night. I mean, the bottom line is sometimes we'd have situations where it's 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night and we want propane. Well, a lot of the places that sell propane, that'll service a coach like this because it's attached. It's not a 20-pound grill bottle like a travel trailer is. It's attached to the coach. They have to hook up their hoses to the coach. Like she said, you have to evacuate. So it's just an inconvenience when you're on the road. And I just believe that, I know it's a substantial upgrade. I believe I've done some research on costs, and it's probably a $3,000 to $5,000 upgrade whenever you purchase new or purchase used. But I believe for us, for the type of camping that we do, because we travel and bounce around so much, I believe it's worth it. And full body paint, I think, just for the longer term. Because overall, this coach, it's a 2011. It has 46,000 miles on it right now. I believe that overall the coach is in good condition. But I think that if it had full body paint, it would really look nice, because some of the wear and tear that we're seeing is from the outside, not necessarily on the inside. I mean, we see some things on the inside, but a stain you can fix or whatever. But whenever the stickers start to crack up and start to peel, that's just going to be an issue. It's just going to make the coach look a little bit older. So, and I know that you can wax them and you can do all types of preventative maintenance or store them inside, store them over the winter, but we enjoy our coach pretty much year round.
Yeah, we do.
So we don't like to keep it in storage. So we like to take our RV and just say, hey, we're going to do a road trip. Sometimes we'll take this thing out for dinner with a few people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, it is. So we just kind of use it for like our own limo, our own Uber, so to say, or something. So no, we just try to maximize our use out of it. We try to enjoy it the most that we can. And I don't want to put this in storage for 6 months a year. So I think full body paint, nice wax job on it, or some ceramic coat or something like that would just go a long ways. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There is going to be some more videos we're going to be doing together. Our kids, I have to give a shout out to the Mills Boys channel, because that's our kids' YouTube channel. And they just do some different types of adventures, some different kids that 11 and 12-year-old kids would do. And they're starting to get a little bit better and better at editing. And I think that the future with their YouTube channel is going to get better and better.
Right. Like and subscribe to the Mills Boys. I know they would be ecstatic.
Yep. You have to give them a shout out. They're our boys. So thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. Anything else you need to say?
No, but get out there because adventure is waiting.
There you go. That's right. We enjoy our family, and we encourage you guys to do the same thing.
Yeah. Be good to one another.
Yep. Take care.